Welcome back to Inside South Florida. In studio now with us are WSFL-TV trusted advisors, broker Patty Da Silva and realtor Chris Green, with some updates for first-time home buyers. It's good to see you both.
Thank you so much. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And it's a new year.
Yeah.
2022, what's going on? Interest rates rising, new inventory available here in Miami, which is a good thing. Patty, is right now, at the top of the year, a good time to buy?
I think it is. I think that it is still much better to buy than it is to rent. Even though interest rates are a little bit higher than they were last year, it is still better than pay 5, 6, 7% in interest rate than it is to pay 100% of rent.
There you go. You're giving your money away, essentially, right?
Yes.
And you don't have any, you don't have any ownership. You don't have ability to change things. You're susceptible to being told that you need to move in a few months, which is very costly every time you move. So there's a lot that involves buying a home that is just more than just the interest rate, which I understand there's sensitivity to it. Of course, people have budgets. I'm not dismissing that at all.
Stability, growth, equity building. I mean, all these things are why you should get into it.
Tax advantages.
I mean, it's great.
Patty, you always run the numbers. Last year, we saw interest rates rise multiple times. Run us back on how many times they rose in 2022, and what are we looking at for 2023?
They rose several times, upwards of 7.5% at peak times. They have come down a little bit, and hopefully they will come down a little bit more as inflation gets more under control. The interest rate market is going to adjust accordingly, without a doubt.
Yeah, we're seeing now that things are adjusting.
Yeah.
The economy's getting a little cooler too, so maybe we won't have those increases. I think in a few months from now, we'll see it come down. The interest rate should stabilize a little
And
bit.
we also say, as time goes by, when the interest rate does decrease, you have the option to refinance. You can never do that with a rental.
Right.
You don't own it.
Owning that piece, right? Laying that foundation, what steps should first-time buyers take to secure that home?
I always say go to a lender, a good lender, to see where you stand, what you need, what can you afford. There's a lot of things. Check your credit. Make sure that that's in gear.
Have the lender check it.
Yeah, have the lender do all that stuff. And then if you need a little extra money, so maybe family, mom, dad, family can help you to start you on your way, to start building that equity. And that's where a lot of us get some good money from in our lives.
Patty, you're all about the aesthetic, though, from how it smells, how it looks, to the structure. What should a first-time home buyer be on the lookout for when they step into the home? What should jump out at them?
So, of course, the first things you see are the decoration, things of the seller owns, aesthetics for the house, which they might not be to your liking, but what the buyer needs to really be paying attention to is how the home is structurally.
A lot of times the homes, they stage it to look away. That's great. Sometimes they don't.
They don't. Sometimes that's how
They don't.
That's how
it's just
I live.
how I live. And that's the furniture from 1980s. Great year. But look past that.
WSFL-TV trusted advisors, realtor Chris Green and broker Patty Da Silva, a wealth of knowledge as always. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you so much.
Bye.